Okay, this is from one of my daily questions for standard level, and we're trying to solve this equation for 0 to 2 pi. Now, the first thing is we've got a 2 and a 2, so I'm going to actually just get rid of these two 2's. They're just a bit confusing. So I'm left with cosine x equals sine 2x. Now, I've got an identity for sine 2x, so straight away I think about that sine 2x and replace it with 2 sine x cos x. So that's the identity for sine 2x. Now at this point, the temptation is to divide everything by cosine x. So I'm just going to, if I do divide everything by cosine x, which is actually incorrect, I would end up with 1 equals 2 sine x. Now the reason I don't want to do that is because cosine x could equal 0, could be, or the value of x could be a 0, and I'm not allowed to divide by 0, so I'm not going to do that. That's incorrect. I'm not going to divide by cosine x. And that's really the lesson to learn from this question, is don't divide by cosine x. Instead, what I'd like you to do is to take cosine x from both sides. So I have 2 sine x cos x here, take away cosine x from this side, take away it from the other side, and we get that. Now factorize. So both of them have got cosine x in, and I'm left with 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0. So either I want cosine x to be 0, so I'm just going to take that as cosine x equals 0, and if cosine x equals 0, you can check this out. This is a non-calculator, and you should know this, that x is pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2, and they're the only solutions in this range. And the other thing is 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0, so that gives me sine x equals, add 1 to both sides, divide by 2, 1 over 2, and again you should be able to get straight in with pi over 6, and in the second quadrant 5 pi divided by 6. So I've got pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. So this is where my answers are, D. So again, the big thing from there is do not divide by cosine x, but take cosine x from both sides.